Harf on Fox News Radio, Guy Benson and Marie Harf, the aptly named. Hi, you guys. Good to have you here.
Hey, Martha.
You heard Duncan Hunter in an exclusive interview here at the top of the show tonight. He claims that he has paid back what he sees as violations of campaign finance law, that the rest he feels are legitimate expenses. Marie, what do you think?
Well, there was a lot of evidence in this indictment, and if you read through it, it is stunning how much they outlined. And he'll get his day in court like anyone charged with crimes. But this notion that it's a political witch hunt, that he's using a lot of Trumpian language, but Duncan Hunter is no Donald Trump, and I just don't think that'll work when he's in court if the evidence that's been laid out in this indictment holds up, because it is very, very serious.
Yeah, you know, Guy, you can't help but think that is this an everybody does it kind of thing, and perhaps he went too far?
Well, that might be part of his defense. I think it's clear that he finds some political utility in trying to make this about a political prosecution. The prosecutors are Democrats or what have you. But I did read through that indictment, and there were certain details where they have apparently emails and records of very clearly wrong conduct, illegal conduct. One particular snippet, an allegation, is that there's an email from the congressman's wife to him encouraging him to use campaign funds to buy clothing for himself and then list it as golf balls to give to wounded warriors. If that's something that you're lying about or misrepresenting, that looks really bad, right? That's not a good look.
We asked him about that one point blank. He says he doesn't remember that one. He did say he probably did refer to the effing Navy because he says, you know, it's like locker room talk, and he's in the military, and that's the way they talk about the other branches sometimes. So we'll see where that goes. I want to play this from Chuck Schumer with regard to the upcoming Kavanaugh hearings for the justice, for the hopes to be future justice of the Supreme Court.
In my view, the Senate Judiciary Committee should immediately pause the consideration of the Kavanaugh nomination.
Oh, here we go. Let's start with Guy and then go back to Marie.
I mean, this is desperation by Schumer. It's groundless, it's baseless, it's silly, it's partisan. The fact of the matter is the President of the United States was duly elected. He's a legitimate president. It is constitutional role and prerogative to fill Supreme Court vacancies. The events of this last week, which is what Schumer is referring to, Cohen and Manafort and all of that noise, has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with Brett Kavanaugh, with his qualifications, with his integrity. If the Democrats want to ask questions at the hearings about his views on executive privilege and whether a president can be indicted or subpoenaed, by all means, ask the questions. That's the point of hearings. But the tell here is saying we need to pause it. The entire point here is obstruction. It's a Hail Mary, and it's ridiculous, and the Republicans are right to reject it.
Unfair. You have some of these senators saying that because of these the legal situations with Paul Manafort and Michael Cohen this week, Marie, that it somehow makes the president illegitimate, so therefore his pick is illegitimate. This man, has spent his entire life, working hard in his profession, moving up to this moment. Why should he be robbed of that moment by senators who say, "Oh, now it's not even worth meeting with you"?
Are you asking about Kavanaugh or Merrick Garland? Because, Martha, the irony, I'm making a point, though, here. The irony of Republicans being upset that Democrats are stalling on their Supreme Court nominee when ours wouldn't even get meetings. Look, I think there's a lot of bad blood over that still. Kavanaugh's hearing will go forward on September 4th, and these tough questions will be asked, I think, then, and they should be.
Yeah, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and it's pretty tense right now. Quick question, all these GoFundMe pages, Michael Cohen, I talked to Laney Davis last night and got out of him at the end that, yes, actually, some of the money might go to him to pay his legal fees.
Of course.
And won't everybody please feel sorry for Michael Cohen and Peter Strzok and Andrew McCabe, and please send them your hard-earned money so that you can help support their legal fees. I mean, this is a pretty tough plea. Although I will mention that Peter Strzok got $450,000. Marie, let me start with you and then Guy.
Look, the democratizing part of the internet means people can do this. If they want to give money, have at it. Some of these people deserve to be defended in court, though. Not all of them.
I would say pandering to the resistance dum-dums is big business.
We'll leave it there. That's a pretty good line. Thanks, you guys. Always good to see you, Benson and Harf. We love you guys.
Thanks, Martha.
So that is our story on this Thursday night. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Martha McCallum, and send us an email at thestory@foxnews.com. Let us know what you think about what we did here tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Love to hear your thoughts on that, too. Tucker Carlson coming up next in Washington.